Hello everyone. I'd like to go over exponents with you. First, we must understand the nomenclature in dealing with exponents so we're able to talk about it properly. I have 5 to the second power. The number 5 is the base. That is the number or the variable that's being taken to a power. The 2 in this case is what I would call the power or the exponent. So I refer to this as 5 to the second power. 5 to the second power is simply saying 5 times 5. 5 times 5 equals 25. We refer to this as being squared. 5 squared, 5 to the second power. Anytime you have an exponent that is 2, you can say squared. So this is 5 squared, which equals 25. 5 to the third power simply means 5 times 5 times 5, which equals 125. We will call this cubed. Anytime the exponent is 3, we refer to that as being cubed. So 5 cubed. And again, it simply means 5 times 5 times 5, which equals 125. Well, the whole purpose of these videos is to look at some of your homework problems. So you'll be given a question that says writing uh, the problem in exponential notation. That does not mean to find a value. Okay, it doesn't mean to solve. What I'm going to do is I'm going to rewrite my numbers in exponential notation. For this one, I would say that they are all sevens. So how many sevens are there? 1, 2, 3. Okay, this is going to be my exponent, and this number 7 will end up being my base. So I have a base of 7 with an exponential power of 3. So I could simply say that is the same as 7 cubed. And to verify, 7 cubed is the same as 7 times 7 times 7. Here we have different bases that we're going to have. So I need to look at this and say, okay, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and there's 1, 2. So I know that I have a base of 4 times a base of 2. For my base of 4, the exponential power is 4. That's how many 4s there are. And my exponential power for 2 is 2 because there are 2 2's. Again, what this says is 4 times 4 times 4 times 4, right? For this base, and for this base it says times 2 times 2. Alright, pause the video and see if you can solve this one. Alright, for my base of 3, I have 1, 2, 3. For my base of 2, I have 1, 2, 3. And for my base of 5, I have 1, 2. So I know that 3 is to the third power, or what can I say? Cubed. I know that my base of 2 is the same. It is also to the third power because there's 3 2's. And I know that my base of 5 is going to be to what power? Second power, squared. Okay, the other type of question that you'll see is it says evaluate. This is whenever you find the value. So how we're actually going to look at this is as simple as this. This is 2 cubed. I can use my calculator and say 2 cubed. Or I can view that as saying, okay, that is 2 times 2 times 2. There are 3 of those 2's involved in this problem. And that simply means 2 times 2 is 4 times 2 equals 8. Here, this is 6 to the fourth power. This means 6 times 6 times 6 times 6. Again, there's 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I can use my calculator. I can turn around and type in, if your calculator does it, 6 to the fourth power. Or I can just simply say 6 times 6 times 6 times 6. Part of the way is how you see the numbers whenever you do your math. These are all multiplying, so I could do something like this. I could say, okay, well, that's 36 times 36, and then use my calculator to do that. Or in my calculator, I can just simply say 6 times 6 times 6 times 6, and what you will end up getting is 1,296. All right, pause the video, see if you can work 8 squared, and see if you know what 7 to the 0 power is. Okay, 8 squared is simply 8 times 8. There are two 8's involved in this because that's what power I'm to, and that equals 64. 7 to the 0 is a trick problem unless you saw your calculator, but anything to 0 power equals 1. So if I have 8 to the 0, if I have x to the 0, if I have 8x to the 0, they all equal 1. They all equal 1. Anything to the 0 power equals 1, except 0 to the 0 power, and it is what we call undefined. Undefined. The other thing to note here is anytime you have something written, so let's say that's 2, and let's say we'll write x, and we'll do the same pattern, 2x. If there's no power written, it's understood that it is to the first power. All of this is just to the first power, so we don't write that. It's kind of like saying writing 2 over 1 as a fraction. We just don't write it that way. So everything's understood to be to the first power unless there's a different power written with it. Again, anything, I'll write that out, anything to the 0 power is 1, except 0 to the 0 power. It is considered to be undefined. Undefined. All right, guys, that is a review for your homework. Please watch the publisher's videos. Please structure and critically think about your homework. And good luck on your homework.